Hey folks, Aaron here. Welcome back to the anime review. Today we're looking at Food Wars Season 4, Episode 2. Or, well, technically it's like Season 3, Core 2, Episode 2. But, honestly, I have no idea how they want me to, actually say this. Because, to be honest with you, Mal has it as literally two different things. It has it as Season 3, Core 2, and then also has Season 4, which is very strange to me. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. If you in the comments could tell me what you want this to be like, do you want this to be technically part 4 or excuse me, season 4 or core 2? Let me know in the comments because I'm very curious about that. Anyways, though, this week's episode was very interesting as we learn what our group of chefs is going to face now. Soma and his team essentially are going to go through the gambit of going to Hokkaido, and they're going to have to go to different areas and locations to then cook for that region. And if they pass, they move on to the next one. If they fail, they're expelled from the school. That's it. And right away, we see that, guess what? Things are not going to be very easy for them, where when they do reach their first destination, lo and behold, they're treated like crap by the teacher there. The teacher right away gives them the worst fish she can give them. It's still salmon because they want them to cook salmon, but it's a salmon that's going through its process of having children, so they can't cook it the same way anymore. Lo and behold, it's basically garbage. And they're like, well, what are we going to do with this? We can't do anything. But luckily, Soma is not one to just fall apart. And, he went right away to a local seller of fish and got a nice fish that's actually one of the rarest you can get during that season. And they cooked up a nice meal. But luckily, it's because of also Erina's teaching methods this week, where she was teaching them everything that might happen because she realized that right away everyone was going to go against them. Central was going to make sure they lose this at any cost possible. But none of the rebels, as they're called, because they are known as rebels, lost in the first round. They all moved on because, quite frankly, they know what they're doing. And, everyone was very grateful to Erina. They were all telling her, like, oh, when they were training, go to the spa that the train has. Or, I think, what was it? The one girl gave her a thing of green tea from her country, or from her town. And then Soma said, hey, listen, they all appreciate you've been teaching them. You were helping us. And even though she's like, I don't need help, I was doing it because I wanted to, you could see that she really did want to help them. She wanted to make sure they all pass. And as she said, she wanted them to all pass. But what I even love even more is that you see that Erina is getting close to Soma because, as she says when they're looking up at the stars together one scene while the train's passing the forest, she goes, at one time I used to hate seeing his face, or his face would just piss her off. Now she's like, she was all happy about it. She got a little embarrassed by it. So it's like, uh-oh. Erina finally starting to fall in love with our main character, Soma. It's very curious about that. I mean, I figured that was going to happen. Like, realistic, all jokes aside, you knew that was coming. But, there was a lot of fan service this week. I don't know if people noticed it, but holy shit, a lot of fan service. Erina, for example, was dressed up in a teacher's outfit, which very happy about. Very, very happy about it. It's my thumbnail. I also want to put that as my wallpaper, most likely. Just being honest. But anyways, she was like, basically they showed several shots of her and they focused like on her butt several times. They focused on her chest. They did that with other characters too. I mean, that's kind of atypical for Food Wars, but damn, they were doing a lot this week. I was like mystified by it. It was kind of funny, but I think it was still enjoyable nonetheless. This week's episode was solid overall. I really liked it. I think it was just perfect setup, and we're already starting to get to the nitty gritty of it. So it's like it did a setup episode, and at the same time it had our first challenge, which I thought was really cool that they put those two together. What do you guys think about this week's episode? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. As always, guys and girls, if you like my reviews, think about hitting the subscribe button, hitting the notification bell for more, notifications when my things come up, etc. Make sure to join me tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a very special Kickstarter live stream for a good friend of mine, Tim Morris, who is backing his project Column. We are joined by a special voice actress in the form of Jeremy Lee, who you may know from voicing Asuna in the English dub of Sword Art Online and voicing the English dub of Lucy from Fairy Tail. Yeah, that's just a few of her roles. So come join us, ask questions, be part of it, help kickstart the thing Tim Morris is working on, and I'll talk to you guys then. Bye bye everyone. God bless you all.